Head on inside.
Hey! You as disappointed and skinny as I was? Valentine made him sound as fat as a pregnant Yaogwai.
Kellogg was smoking his San Francisco sunlights at University Point that day. I'll never forget that smell.
He's going to die. He needs help. Anybody, help!
Busy.
Somebody please help. She's hurt.
Kellogg must have stopped here. Search around, see if we can pick up the trail.
Not sure what this colour thing showed.
I hear there's a lot of great loot left in Boston, but most of it's controlled by gunners or raiders.
San Francisco's.
Dog meat find something?
Okay, boy. Let's track him.
Shouldn't take long.
Oh, he's shooting dog meat, I think. Whoops.
Hey, toss anything you can't haul my way. Looks like another one of Kellogg's pit stops. Keep your eyes open.
Bloody bandages. Dog meat can track
something?
this. We gotta stick together, pal. At least until we find Kellogg. What do you think, boy? Enough to go on?
The hounds of the wasteland usually catch a bad rep. In reality, most of them are just crispier variations on the canines we all know and love. Some wasteland legends, however, spin yarns of massive menacing mutant wolves. Some claim these veritable nightmares resemble hyenas, others say they're bulky beasts like the yaguai, but most agree that they at least loosely resemble wolves. Now, what they didn't tell you is that they're downright scoundrels that like to hunt men for sport. So that's why you have me. Coyotes. Coyotes are canines native to North America. They are closely related to wolves, though they're smaller in comparison. Coyotes are primarily carnivorous and their diets tend to consist of anything smaller than them. They're cautious critters too by nature and will usually avoid larger prey. Packs of coyotes or coyotes intermingled with packs of hounds are much more than willing to engage with larger prey. Much more willing to engage with larger prey. Now, the coyotes of the wasteland are mutated. They're fast, agile and a tad feisty, but they go down quite easily. The real danger with coyotes occurs when they are part of a larger beast pack. Their speed makes them useful for running down prey, while the wolves or mongrels of the pack inflict the real damage. In general, I'd say you should dispatch any coyotes in a pack from a distance if you have the element of surprise. This makes dealing with the real troublemakers in a pack much easier. Otherwise, just take down the bigger, badder canines in a pack and let the cowardly coyotes scatter themselves to the wind. Mongrel. The species known colloquially as mongrels originally mutated from domesticated dogs in the years following the Great War, and even despite their malevolent, ghoulish appearance, they act in a manner nearly identical to the mutated counterpart. The negative reputation that accompanies mongrels is likely due to the current epidemic of wild mongrels plaguing the wastes of post-war America today. When your only exposure to a species has been only through the wildest, most feared variants of that species, I believe inherent bias is certain to follow, and while wild mongrel packs are certainly a menace to wastelanders, all evidence points to mongrels being neither better nor worse than mutated canines, both in terms of temperament and habitual behaviour. Mongrels can be domesticated and trained in the same way that regular dogs can. Raiders, mercenaries and common wastelanders alike have all tamed mongrels for their own specific needs. Despite their grotesque mutations, mongrels are no less inhibited than any other canine. They can perform numerous practical tasks or simply provide companionship. In my travels, I've found that militaristic groups and factions are more likely to adopt mongrels, opting to use them as guards or attack hounds. The cynical side of myself can't help but see this as yet another example of the stereotyping of the mongrel species as nothing more than violent, feral mutants. Now, as I stated before, wild mongrels can be quite the menace, as any feral canine can be. Large packs of mongrels are known to also ingratiate other hounds as well, such as wolves or coyotes. In such a pack, mongrels tend to make up the bulk of a fighting force. Despite their ghoulish, emaciated appearance, mongrels are quite strong. If you find yourself on the business end of a carnivorous canines, I recommend finding higher ground if you can. Mongrels like to circle and surround their prey, so denying them such territorial advantages can really stack the odds in your favour. Additionally, if you can get the drop on a pack, I recommend planting traps or explosives. Traps will prevent them from entering the pack, and explosives will prevent them from entering the pack. Traps 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 will pr Mines, bear traps, tripwires, anything of that variety will do. Mongrels tend to charge immediately and remain clustered until you reach their prey. A field full of booby traps is perfect for breaking up the pack structure. Feral mongrels are quite reckless, so don't count on the stragglers cutting and running. Bring spare shotgun ammo and sharpen that machete, because a pack of vicious mongrels will often fight till the last hound. Mutant hound. Mutant hounds are canines that have undergone serious mutations due to exposure to the first evolutionary virus. They are massive, green and muscular. Just like their humanoid super mutant counterparts, mutant hounds tend to be loyal companions to their super mutant masters and act similarly under them to trained regular canines. I've heard claims from various wastelanders that mutant hounds can be tamed and domesticated, but all evidence from these sources was anecdotal at best. I must be clear here, I have never personally encountered a mutant hound domesticated by humans in my travels, and I am nowhere near an effective enough wasteland whisperer to try taming one of those brutes myself. I do not personally recommend that you attempt it either. Mutant hounds are almost always seen in league with super mutants, generally in packs of 3 or less. Feral or rogue mutant hounds can sometimes be spotted in the wilds as well. Like other canines, they may join ranks with other hounds and form mixed packs. Under either set of circumstances, mutant hounds represent a monumental threat. They possess supernatural strength, unrivaled speed and durability, and rows of jutting radioactive teeth. One mutant hound is easily a match for a group of experienced hunters. Among a group of attackers, mutant hounds act as both effective scouts and devastating frontliners. Their powerful mutant vocal cords can produce a ear-shattering howl that alerts all nearby bad actors of incoming trouble. Taking all this into consideration, the mutant hound should be dispatched first and fast. I recommend either a long-range, high-caliber rifle or an automatic assault weapon with a large magazine, because when it comes to hulking beasts like mutant hounds, overwhelming and oppressive force is the name of the game. Wolves. Wolves are large carnivorous canines native to North America. The wolves of the wasteland appear very similar to their pre-war counterparts, and while some wolves are indeed mutated, many have been mutated by environmental factors. Though these mutations are rarely visible on their external anatomy, a mutant wolf is tougher and visibly more comfortable amidst the radioactive environment they call home. They are agile, strong, and can be highly aggressive when provoked. Wolves operate in packs, a behaviour consistent with the pre-war counterparts. Many wolves found throughout the wasteland will join up with other canines such as mongrels or coyotes. In such groups, wolves tend to represent one of the most significant threats. They hit hard, are excellent at flanking prey, and almost never back down in a fight. If dealing with a pack of mixed hounds, I recommend always dealing with the wolves first. If dealing with an entire pack of wolves, I recommend either a damn good plan or an incredibly powerful firearm. Wolves are particularly durable foes, so taking on many of them at once can be a suicidal endeavour. You may wish to lure wolves away from the larger pack and deal with them individually. Laying out multiple layers of traps can also prove effective. Lastly, when all else fails, bring backup. A decent hunting party may be necessary for clearing out a den of particularly feral mutant wolves. Waste wolves. The early sightings of waste wolves, from what most can tell, originate in the capital wasteland, that is, the region around Washington DC. These early sightings are from the immediate years after the bombs fell and vary greatly. There were also similar tales of a blue devil from the Appalachian wilds and surrounding regions during roughly the same time period. To be clear, the details on this particular mutant are scarce, but there are notable similarities from what I've seen to waste wolf. A notable difference: waste wolf sightings predate blue devil mutant sightings by nearly 2 decades, but the blue devil has existed as a cryptid in the American culture zeitgeist since before the Great War, whereas waste wolves post-date the apocalypse, definitely. As for whether the two mutants are one and the same or entirely different species, I simply cannot say for certain. Since these early warnings many throughout the inland areas of the continental United States have reported sightings of heavily mutated wolves capable of moving on 2 legs or all 4s and attacking with unrivaled speed and ferocity. Many travelling caravans have given detailed accounts of attacks by packs of feral hounds and wolves, led by large wolf-like super predators. These first-hand accounts also all share another commonality: a haunting, mournful howl ringing out just before the attack. But for years these mutants were perceived as largely mythological by wastelanders, not unlike Deathclaws, Wendigos, and something goes. My personal finding, however, are that myths don't leave you with permanent nerve damage and a rather nasty claw-shaped scar across your upper torso. Let's get into the facts. The truth behind these stories is that waste wolves are considerably rare and reclusive mutants. No one is exactly certain what causes this mutation in wolves either. They could be the product of FEV experimentation, or they could simply be the product of immense radiation exposure. The glowing ones of mutant canines, as it were. Some of my contemporaries even believe that they may be a genetic factor in play with this mutation. Whatever the cause, waste wolves are the de facto leaders of whatever pack they integrate themselves into. Their intelligence, though animalistic, appears to be greater than that of dogs or wolves. This, combined with their size advantage, allows them to bully packs of similar mutants into organised raiding parties. One or more waste wolves, when left unchecked, can be a major problem for towns and settlements overall. It may be best to purge these mutants wherever you find them. My advice to you when dealing with waste wolves is simple: prioritise the waste wolf. Pull out the biggest gun you've got and unload it into him. They're the Merlot kings of the canine world and will keep the morale, resolve and coordination of their underlings high until they are dealt with. If you want to break the resolve of a pack of and scatter the hounds to the wild, blow the waste wolf's ugly faking mug off directly in front of all of them. Oof, that was long.
Yes.
I don't know where the hell he went. Some serial killers. Big dungeon or something.
Suppose someone should make use of it.
Torturing them. Caravan.
You look like someone who wants to do some trading.
What are you doing out here?
People want something. Smiling Larry finds it, brings it to him. The whole Commonwealth knows me. Now, what about doing some trading?
Let's trade.
If Smiling Larry hasn't got it, you probably don't need it.
What is that? Rat stop.
You're in for it now.
Black powder boom bug.
All right, dog meat's found something. You know the drill.
Main.
A decoy, huh? Clever.
Keep your distance.
Clear.
Where's that?
You never see a feral without friends.
Add this place to the map. There we go. know what that was.
Alert. Critical signs.
Damn.
Alert. Critical signs.
Hell of a party happened here.
Attention, assailant.
You
Lower
building
your
a
weapons
collection or
immediately.
something?
Tracking known mercenary. Exercise extreme caution. Tracking known mercenary. Exercise extreme caution. Alert. Critical signs. Alert.
Hey,
There's something you need?
Attention, assailant. Lower your weapons immediately.
what have we here?
Error. System corrupt. I can't feel my legs.
What happened here?
Error. Operator deceased. Threat level Omega. He killed us.
We're still on track. Hopefully he's not much further.
Last chance. Run or die.
That's freaky looking. Very close.
I'll be doing the world a service. And even break a sweat. Not that it's an option.
Is this the place? Is he in here, boy?
I knew dog meat would sniff our man out. Let's you and I take it from here. Give our four-legged friend a break.
Hey, boy. Come on, boy. It's time to go.
You want me to take a look at that terminal? You just say the word.
That's it.
Up.
Was that away with
Protectron
machines?
on duty.
Engaging hostile life form. Insolent frontier line target has disappeared. Why are you hiding? Please stand still. Systems offline. Primary sensor critically damaged. I am detecting stealth activity. Life signs detected. Movement detect. I have detected you.
An enemy may be utilizing stealth.
Got him.
How interesting.
Wouldn't want it going to waste now, would we?
Following Institute protocol. Eliminating hostile. I am equipped with the most advanced Institute sensors available. I will find you.
Is someone present?
You walk away from.
Yeah, if it isn't my old friend, the frozen TV dinner. Last time we met, you were cozying up to the peas and apple cobbler. Sorry, your house has been a wreck for 200 years, but I don't need a roommate. Leave.
We will find Kellogg. We'd better find Kellogg.
Never expected you to come knocking on my door. Gave you 50-50 odds of making it to Diamond City. After that, figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like jerky.
Hi, pup. Kellogg's managed to pack an entire synth army in here. I hope we make it through them. I want his head on a stick.
Hostile sensor reading detected. There you are.
suppose someone should make use of it.
Look, you're pissed off, I get it, I do. But whatever you hope to accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Is something wrong?
Well, I sort of had the same question. It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Why do you ask?
I just had a hard go with the, transition myself. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. Folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Massacre of the CPG? What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
Well, I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away.
You're not a spy, right? Testing, hello, Institute, can you hear me?
Hell if I know. If I am, the Institute's plan to gather intel on all the runaways of the Commonwealth has been going off without a hitch.
Was it hard settling in?
Well, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Okay, you made it. I'm just up ahead. My synths are standing down. Let's talk.
If you don't kill Kellogg, I will. Fucker needs to die.
And there he is. Most resilient man in the Commonwealth. Funny. I thought I had that honor. You came a long way. Let's hear it.
You murdering, kidnapping psychopath! Give me my son! Give me Sean! Now!
Right to it then, huh? Okay. Fine. Your son Sean. Great kid. Little older than you may have expected. But I'm guessing you figured that out by now. But if you're hoping for a happy reunion, ain't gonna happen, pal. Your boy's not here.
God damn it, you mercenary motherfucker. Where is my son?
What's the cliche? So close, but yet so far away? That's Sean. But don't worry. You'll die knowing he's safe and happy. A bit older than you expected, but ah well. At least he's in a loving home. The Institute.
So where is it, huh? This institute. How do I get there?
Haven't you been paying attention? You don't find the Institute. The Institute finds you. You open the closet, it's just a closet. You can never find the monster that hides inside. Not until it jumps out at you. But I think we've been talking long enough. We both know how this has to end. So, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Question is, are you?
Bastard won't be hurting anyone else. We should take a look around, get all the intel this place can hide.
The rest of the stuff from the search place.
So, Kellogg wasn't giving us any bull. Your son really is on the inside. Even I don't know where the Institute is, and they built me.
You don't know anything, Nick?
Look at me. I'm trash. They threw me in the junk pile ages ago. Just another discarded prototype. Didn't exactly leave me the house keys. We're in the weeds here. Time to take a step back. Bring in some fresh eyes. Only person I know willing to snoop up the Institute's tail feathers is Piper, the reporter in Diamond City. I say we head her way. Talk this through.
How could Piper help us?
Trust me, that dame knows a lot more than she lets on. And she lets on a lot. If I know her, she's done her homework. And we need to talk this through with someone.
Diamond City it is.
Hey, chin up. I know the night just got darker, but it won't last forever.
Kellogg's dead. He's paid for what he did to Georgie. I've wanted this for so long, it doesn't seem real somehow, you know?
Kellogg's dead.
He is! Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you.
Hold up a sec.
Have a nice day.
Can we chat?
Sure.
Your thoughts?
This one time, we pushed through to get to Bunker Hill by nightfall, and I was so hungry when we got there that I ate an entire Mirelurk. All by myself, the whole thing. I didn't get hungry again for 2 days.
What's on your mind?
This is working for me. I like traveling with you.
Works for me.
Turns out, you're the best kind of partner. I'm still alive. I've got no new scars, and you never whine. It's perfect. And fun. I haven't had this much fun in a long time.
Hey, happy to do it.
It's meant a lot to me. I've done some shifting around, so I can carry more stuff for you. Probably 25 pounds or so. And I'm going to increase your discount. Seems like the right thing to do. I probably shouldn't price gouge a friend.
That's all.
Nice. Give me your stuff.
Hey. Hey, Valentine.
Time to hit the road?
Let's head out.
Well, all right.
Going up. Roof access.
Worry, there's a death claw out there. Worry, 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 there's a raider, beware. Worry, 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 woe is me.
That's very cool.
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful. We are the The Brotherhood of Steel.
Deep into that darkness, peering. Long I stood there, wondering, fearing.
Wow. That is the most impressive thing I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of things.
Look alive.
Go ahead.
Nick,
There's something bothering you?
your thoughts?
Flying that ship into the heart of the Commonwealth. Mark my words. The Brotherhood's here to start a war.
Nothing else for now.
Sure.